All right, folks, how you doing? RussellTrueResults303.com. Check out the website, link in the description box. Mind, body, spirit, fitness, putting the healing back in health. Coming at you today with a motivational video on just what things do you need to do before you actually start whatever journey you're on, whether it's fitness, nutrition, spiritual, mental, just that self-improvement journey. Because as we go through this transformation of self, sometimes we're not where we want to be, and then we feel like giving up because we feel like we're not making any progress, when in reality we probably are. We just unfortunately never wrote down or performed the correct test. Sorry, that was a lot of spit that came out. the correct test to make sure that we were actually making improvements. So what can we do? So first we're going to go with health. These are simple things you can do. Some gyms will actually, I wouldn't say provide them, but they have these services for a cost, of course. Or you can just go to the doctor. What can we do? What's your cholesterol look like? What about your blood pressure? Just getting a blood test. Your hormones. What does your testosterone look like? For ladies, what does your cholesterol look like? A lot of documentaries out there now are talking about how proper nutrition, and unfortunately for some people, they don't want to hear it, going vegan or vegetarian for a while can actually reverse some of these illnesses that we have. Some of these documentaries will claim that nutrition and vitamins and minerals can defeat cancer. The question is, are you willing to sacrifice whatever you need to sacrifice to get it? So, blood test. You can also get blood tests for vitamin and mineral deficiencies. So you can actually see what vitamins your body is deficient in, and then you can zone in on trying to actually just consume foods that have those vitamins or supplement with more of those vitamins. My cousin was sick a while back, and it's on my father's side, the white side. My mother's side is Hispanic, and they were giving her 50,000 milligrams of vitamin D. That's 50 grams a day she was on. 50 grams a day of vitamin D. And we all know you get vitamin D when you're out in the sun. She's very pale. So even if she goes out in the sun, most likely she's just going to burn right away. So she can't even be out in the sun long enough to get the vitamin D. So she had a supplement. 50 grams a day is what they had her on. That's insane, right? So any of those types of tests. So when we're on that fitness journey, that nutrition journey, we can go back and the doctor can say, hey, cholesterol's going down, blood pressure's going down. Right? So we have something to strive for in that sense. So we might not be losing weight, but we're seeing things like that. I have a client who's that same way. His weight wasn't going down, but his doctor was he was on the verge of being off of his medication. So even though we weren't seeing the weight results, and of course, anything can come into play, he was still seeing results. So no matter what, he still wanted to come into the gym because every time, he was a cancer survivor and he was being able to soon be off of this medication. So for him, he's like, I need to keep coming in, even though the only time he was at the gym is when he's training with me, but he was seeing benefits from it. Every time you go in and the doctor's telling you good things instead of bad things, especially since, he had cancer and all that, you're in a good place. So what about fitness? Fitness tests. We've got, there's something out there called the endurance test. And it's an iffy thing. Like I said, you got to be able to work with good form. I'm not a fan of just repping out as many reps as you can with bad form. I've done it. I've injured myself. It happens, but how many push-ups can you do without stopping? Body weight squats, jump lunges, crunches, things like that. How many can you do before you have to stop? Write it down. Now you have a journal of if you're going to get improvement from here on out. Like I said, even if you can only bench press 135 pounds, if you're able to get one more rep, you've got to be able to look at that positive. You still made improvements, right? You still made improvements, and that's all that matters. What about your mile? How fast are you running a mile or a mile and a half? Or if you're more of an athletic person, you're training, you're an athlete, what about your vertical jump, your long jump, your 300 shuttle run, the T-test, those agility drills, are you getting quicker at them? So it's just write down, your 40-yard dash. Write these things down so you can recognize when you are seeing improvement, because sometimes we're not going to see it where we want to see it. We've got to be able to make sure that we've done the proper test. Next, nutrition. Same thing. This can go up to, the blood samples of vitamin and mineral deficiencies. So, changing your diet, are you sleeping better then from this nutritional change? What else is there going to be? Just, do you feel better? Is there less pain from any of these things? Do you have less pain in your life? Pain is a good indicator, right? About nutrition. So, a great thing that I like to do with my clients is, of course, you can't go out to eat anymore. It's a hard one, but, try something new. Experiment. Try some new foods. My buddy, he will eat the same thing every time he goes to a restaurant. He will not, for the life of him, try a new meal. So that's something new. Are you exploring new food options, new exercise options? Whatever. Are you exploring these new options in your life? Next is going to be mentally. Like I said, are you sleeping better? Do you have less brain fog? Do you have a better memory? Are you reading faster? Have you went from a glass is half empty to a glass is half full? Do you have more of a positive outlook on life? These are areas of improvement. And just because you're not bench pressing more, you're not running faster, you are seeing great change in your life. Are your friends seeing this in you? Are people telling you that you are changing and it is for a better reason? Then you're on the right path. Don't stop. Don't let a number on a scale or anything like that hold you back. Next, spiritually, this is the big one. This is one I struggled with. I joined the Knights of Columbus. Are you trying to be more active within your church or whatever spiritual journey that you're on? Are you finding yourself helping others more? Are you finding yourself, just bringing more joy to people's lives? Are you donating more, as the church calls it, your time, treasure, and talent? Are you thinking about starting that YouTube channel? Start it. Who cares? Do something, right? Are you thinking about talking to that girl? Talk to that girl. That's a spiritual thing too. That's how you feel about yourself. That's confidence. Are you getting more confidence in your life? Time. Like I said, are you donating? Are you helping others? Your treasure. Are you donating money? Have you been thinking about donating money? Find a charity that you can connect with and donate money to it. You can only become better by improving yourself and then sharing that with everyone else. So in some way, shape, or form, if this journey has led you to knowledge, then that's where you start the YouTube channel. Just talking to people, being open about your journey in life with others. With me, I'm a person that doesn't really talk much. But this journey of fitness and career change has opened me up and made me a little bit more vulnerable, right? You got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And like I said, the main thing is just, are you doing things that you've never done? Have you eliminated some of those negative habits in your life? Negative thinking, alcohol, drugs, tobacco, fast food, watching TV. Are you watching less TV, listening to more podcasts? These are things that let you know that you're on the right path. You're doing things right. So don't give up. Keep going, right? And if you hit that dark spot, just remember, right? What do they say? The sun is brighter after a stormy night or something. That was horrible. That wasn't even close to it, But great things happen after, dark times in your life. Check out my video, Knowing Your Rock Bottom, to really elevate yourself to greatness. I got a whole video on that. Check that out too. I'm trying to put it in the description box. It's not going to happen. I tell myself that. But there you go. Just simple tests. Start that little journal. Write it down. What do you got going on in your life? How are you becoming better every day? How are you bettering those around you? Oh, since I brought that up, check out a video on the self-deception lie. You know, this self-made man, that it's a lie, folks. It's a lie. All right? We got to get on. We got to get on track here, right? Learn, teach, grow. Learn, grow, teach. However you want to do it. Learn, grow, teach. Whatever the case may be. All right? So I hope this video helped. Subscribe to the channel. Share and like these videos.